How is it going, everyone? It is ZLR, and today we are doing our UFL Week 1 predictions for the 2026 season. And honestly, I'm actually very happy that we're going to see another year of the UFL. Obviously, a couple new teams coming in, and also a team got a very slight name change, but we're just gonna go over these teams, each game at least, and I'm gonna just pick out who I think is gonna win. I haven't really looked at too much for the UFL just because there's been so much NFL stuff happening, and uh, I do the NFL content as well. So there's been so much of that I just haven't been able to really follow the UFL. But I'm still just going to pick out the teams who I think are going to win. And also, if you guys didn't know, I was actually a San Antonio Brahmas fan, but obviously they are gone now from the league. But yeah, we're just going to get into this and hopefully I do pretty well. I think last year I did pretty decent. But anyway, the first game we have is the Stallions and the Kings. And honestly, I'm not too sure who could win this first matchup. I know the Stallions are actually very good. They took a little bit of a down year last year. After winning their third championship in a row back in 2024, and then 2025 we saw the Defenders win. So yeah, feel like the Stallions will probably get back to where they were last year. Last season they were still winning a decent amount of games. So I'm gonna definitely pick the Stallions here for the win. I'm just not too sure about the Kings just yet. I'm definitely gonna have to see how they do. Uh, like I said as well, I haven't really followed any of the teams since I think like last year just because there's been so much NFL stuff happening that I just haven't had the time to look. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Stallions here for the win for this game. But then we have two teams that I definitely know: the DC Defenders and the St. Louis Battlehawks. Oh boy, the reigning defending champs. The Defenders are going to be going up against the Battlehawks, who were actually very good last year. I kind of feel like the Battlehawks would stay pretty good, but also at the same time, the Defenders, they were very, very good last year as well. So I definitely feel like they could also be a very good team. Um, I'm gonna have to pick the Defenders here for the win, but I do feel like it's gonna be a very close one if they do. The Gamblers and the Renegades. The Gamblers, who were originally the Roughnecks, have now changed their name to the Houston Gamblers and are going to be going up against the Dallas Renegades, not the Arlington Renegades, as they were known a few years ago. And honestly, I kind of feel like the Renegades are going to win this one. Um, I know that they were a pretty decent team last year. Um, the Gamblers, I'm not too sure how they're gonna be, just because I know the Roughnecks weren't that great, and this is pretty much uh almost the same exact team from at least what I've seen. It's just a name change pretty much. But I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Renegades here for the win. I just feel like that they would have a better chance at winning this one. And last but not least, this one is probably going to be the hardest one for me to pick just because both of these teams I do not know anything about. The Aviators and the Storm. Um yeah, I do not know anything about these teams whatsoever. My pick for this one was literally just a blind pick. Um I went with the Aviators to win, but if the Storm wins, then I really wouldn't be mad at that. Also, this game is being played on Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m., so would that technically be Sunday Night Football? I don't know. I just want to ask you guys that if you guys think that would be Sunday Night Football. I feel like it would just because it is in that time frame. But I am gonna go with the Aviators hit here for the win. But like I said, if the Storm wins, then I really wouldn't be mad. And for my little recap here, I have the Stallions over the Kings, the Defenders over the Battlehawks, the Renegades over the over the Gamblers, and the Aviators over the Storm. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry that I kind of messed up my words there at the end, but I'm trying my best to get back to doing this thing, and plus to these new teams I'm gonna have to get used to. But anyway, I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, do really whatever you want to do. And as always, I will see you all in my next video. See you around.